Hi, this is Rachel Nelson, the Teen Librarian, with another episode of Healthy Teen Snack Hacks with Williamsburg Regional Library. Today we are going to make 2-ingredient brownies. Our 2 ingredients are going to be simply a box of brownie mix and our fall friend, the pumpkin. Now, I'm not going to say that brownies are a super healthy snack, but what I am going to say is I'm going to show you how to make them quickly without a lot of fuss, and I'm going to show you how to punch up the nutrition that is going to be in your brownie. Pumpkin is, as it says right in the can, a good source of fiber and a fat-free food, and it also provides a lot of antioxidant and other vegetable benefits. So we are just going to punch up the nutrition a little bit by using it instead of some other ingredients with our brownie mix. So here we go. Again, you are going to need 2 ingredients, a 15-ounce can of pumpkin puree and a box of brownie mix. Now, the recipe that I have also said you could do the same thing with a box of cake mix. So I'm going to do a test round so we can see which one we like better. Firstly, you want to preheat your oven to 325 degrees. It can get nice and warm and up to temp while I'm working on my brownie. Okay, you're going to take your can of pumpkin puree. Whenever you can use whole foods that are closer to their natural state, the better, because you get a lot more of those health benefits. Now, I practiced this before, and I found that it's a lot easier to put the pumpkin in first. I've also found that I just like using a big old tablespoon to mix this up. So I've got my pumpkin. Now I'm going to take that bag of brownie mix, cut it right open. Now, this is where you want to be careful because you could end up with a face full of brownie mix. So what I've done is I'm spreading out my pumpkin puree a little bit to give it a nice place to go and slowly add this in. If I just dumped it in, it would go all in my face. So I'm just gonna slowly add it in. I'm not even gonna have the whole bag yet. Because we're not adding a liquid to this, you run into the possibility of making a big mess and having all the dry ingredients come out. So I'm just gonna sort of slowly work the dry ingredients into that pumpkin. If we had liquids in here, it would mix up much more quickly, but this is just gonna take a little more time on this end. Top and start scraping down to get every bit of that yummy, rich batter in there. I'm putting it in the greased pan, and I'm really just trying to flatten it out as best I can. When it gets in the heat, it's going to melt and settle just a little bit, but I want to do my best to try to make sure it's even. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven. Now, I'm going to put on my oven mitts. Even if the item you're putting in is not hot, protect yourself, safety first. Now remember, I am doing a little test for y'all today where I'm trying one with brownie batter and one with cake batter, so here goes the cake batter one as well. You really want to try to not open the oven door more than is absolutely necessary because you don't want that heat to escape. You want it to cook evenly. So here we go with number 2. And I'm gonna go ahead and set my timer. Okay, here we go. I have taken out both of these items, checked them for doneness, which I want to tell you a little trick for doing that. Both of these I had to end up putting in for a little more time than the box directions suggested. And how did I know how to do that? I checked for doneness. So first of all, I made sure that I had a wire rack ready. You can use a wire rack, you can use a trivet like this, or a little cork trivet. Just want to make sure you're not putting your hot pan down on one of your cooking surfaces. So anyway, I took these out, their recommended times, and what I did is I checked them for doneness. So you want to use a nice clean butter knife You want to go to the center, which usually cooks last. You want to go right into the center and you want to come right out. See how that is clean? Okay, it's not clean, it may have crumbs on it, but if it comes out and your dough is still wet, that's how you know it needs more time. For both of these, when I took them out and put them on the wire rack, I tested them, they weren't quite done yet. So what I typically do is add another 5 minutes, maybe another 10 minutes, and then check them again. So I've already gone ahead and cut these, and I wanted to give you my vote on which I like better. Like I said, we made one using a box of brownie mix and a can of pumpkin. We used one using a box of chocolate cake mix and a can of pumpkin. So I'm gonna see which one I like better. This is the one with the cake mix. And again, it definitely looks more cakey. So I'm gonna have a little bite. Very good. It does not taste like pumpkin. Pumpkin is one of the ingredients, and it does lend some sweetness, but all the sugar and the cocoa and the flavoring sort of override the pumpkin flavor. It's very, very good. Cakey, flaky. You can see it's almost like spongy. Okay, so now we have this one. Really dense, really dark. This one's still a little hot on my fingers, so let's try this one. If you like a dark, dense, fudgy brownie, that is what this tastes like. For the benefit of having it be easy and have the health benefits bumped up a little bit, I think this recipe is definitely a winner. I would love for you to put in the comments which one you prefer. I'm much more a brownie gal, but this is really a good cake. Check the recipe in the description of the video. And thanks again for tuning in for Healthy Teen Snack Hacks. I hope you enjoy this one, and we'll see you next month. Have a great day.